And off we go again. Señores. Tall yellow candles at its corners, always in front of us. Corny Keller, laying a wreath at each four corner, beckoned to the boy to kneel. The mourners knelt here and there in praying desks. Mr. Bloom stood behind near the font, and when all had knelt, dropped carefully his unfolded newspaper from his pocket and knelt his right knee upon it. He fitted his black hat gently on his left knee and, holding its brim, bent over piously. A server, bearing a brass bucket with something in it, came out through a door. The white-smocked priest came after him, tidying his stole with one hand, balancing with the other a little book against his toad's belly. "Who'll read the book?" I said, "the rook." They halted by the bier, and the priest began to read out of his book with a fluent croak. Father Coffee, I knew his name was like a coffin. Domine nomine, bully about the muzzle he looks, bosses the show, muscular Christian. Woe betide anyone that looks crooked at him, priest. Thou art Peter. Burst sideways like a sheep in clover, Daedalus says he will, with a belly on him like a poisoned pup. Most amusing expression that man finds. Burst sideways. Non intres in judicium cum servo tuo, Domine. Makes them feel more important to be prayed over in Latin. Requiem Mass. Crepe weepers, black-edged notepaper, your name on the altar list. Chilly place, this. Want to feed well, sitting in there all morning in the gloom, kicking his heels, waiting for the next, please. Eyes of a toad, too. What swells him up that way? Molly gets swelled after cabbage. Air of the place, maybe. Looks full of bad gas. Must be an infernal lot of bad gas around the place. Butchers, for instance, they get like raw beefsteaks. Who is telling me? Mervyn Brown. Down in the vaults of St. Werburgh's lovely old organ 150, they have to bore a hole in the coffins sometimes to let out the bad gas and burn it. Out it rushes. One whiff of that, and you're a goner. My kneecap is hurting me. That's better. The priest took a stick with a knob at the end of it out of the boy's bucket and shook it over the coffin. Then he walked to the other end and shook it again. Then he came back and put it back in the bucket, as you were before you rested. It's all written down. He has to do it. Et ne nos inducas in tentationem.